Hey, everybody. I know I'm usually fairly long-winded. That's just the way that I talk. I'm going to try and keep this short because this is really more of a PSA about my most recent video. If you haven't watched my most recent video, it is my review of Project Killswitch, which is this hard shell case for the Steam Deck. I had a lot of good things to say about this, and I had some things about this that I didn't like, but overall, I thought that this case was pretty good. And I also stand by my review. However, there is one part of my review that came to light yesterday that I think everybody should know about. So the video came out yesterday at 8 p.m. and as of me recording this, over 30,000 of you have watched it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you haven't seen that video, make sure that you check it out after this one so you can find out all of the things that I like about this case. One of the things that I like about this case is this little magnetic kickstand. I don't know how often I would actually use it, but it's cool because you just kind of snap it onto the back of your Steam Deck and you're all set. It also pulls right off, and then you can set it off to the side. Well, that is the last time that I will ever put that kickstand on my Steam Deck. And you might be wondering why. Well, yesterday at 8 p.m. when the embargo lifted, we were expecting that they were going to start taking orders for the Project Killswitch, but instead they said, hey, we're not selling Project Killswitch. Look for more information tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, actually, I think the video came out 2 days ago. So yesterday, later at night, we got this update, and basically The Verge had reached out to them and said that they noticed that when they put the kickstand on, it was changing the speed of the fans. And I had forgotten about this, but when you bring up the performance overlay and you move it all the way over to like level 5 or level 4 or whatever the highest level is, you can see the RPMs of the Steam Deck. So, of course, I was like, all right, let's check it out. And I attach, and here you can see it in B-roll right now. You can see that I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077. The game is running. You can see the RPMs of the fan right over there on the left-hand side of the screen. As soon as I attach the Steam Deck or the kickstand, immediately the RPMs drop down and then they stabilize back to where they were. When I remove the kickstand, the RPMs jump up and then drop back down to where they were. So what exactly is causing this? Well, the magnet is essentially interfering with the metal in the fan. Now, there are two fans because somebody might be thinking, how does this get past quality control? Well, the Steam Deck has two fans. They have the original Delta fan, which everybody called the whiny fan, and then they have the newer fan that I can't remember the name of. It doesn't really matter. I have the Delta fan, and the only reason I know that is because, not because I opened this, but because the Delta fan is the only fan that is affected by this, and that's why dbrand didn't catch it. All of the Steam Decks that they have access to had the new fan, and the old fan wasn't in any of theirs. It just so happens that one of the reporters from The Verge had the Delta fan, and when they put their kickstand on, it did interfere with the fan speeds. So what's dbrand doing about this? Well, they are essentially issuing a recall. They are retooling their entire product line, and they're going to replace the kickstands and the cases for all of their customers that have already bought them. And they're going to replace the magnet with like a locking mechanism instead. If you have Project Killswitch and you have a magnetic kickstand, don't use it. Don't even test it. Just don't put it on there because you don't know if you're going to be doing long-term damage to your Steam Deck. Now, the only reason that I fired this up and tested it again was because I had already played with it a bunch with the kickstand on. Although I will say most of the time I just took the kickstand off and left it to the side. And the only real reason that I wanted the kickstand was because it props up the Steam Deck when I'm shooting video of it. So I just wanted to let people know about that. I still feel like overall, I like this case. I feel like it makes a really good portable system because all of the stuff is protected and I could just chuck this in my bag without worrying about it. But this kickstand is a no-go, and it is essentially a paperweight at this point. Don't use it. You've been warned. From the Nerd Nest, I'm Bill.